Before commencing this broadcast, Gameface would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land of which we broadcast from today. We pay our respects to elders, past and present. We would also like to acknowledge any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people present with us during this broadcast.
And a very warm welcome. I wish I could say it's warm. Bitterly cold here this afternoon down here at Linden Park here in Camberwell. We're on the bottom ground this afternoon for an absolute cracking pair of games in the under 16 and under 15 boys competition today in the YJFL. I'm Liam Vertigan. Pleasure to be here. Done the double up this weekend so far. Did Monbulk yesterday where it was cold, and I think it's just as cold, if not colder than yesterday. Just for the sake of people who may be watching at home or anywhere else, it's currently 13 degrees. That's a joke. Feels like 7. Wind blowing from the northwest at 40 kilometres an hour. That doesn't surprise me at all. A little bit of rain around as well, so hopefully conditions and the wind dies down a little bit before this game gets underway. Before the game gets underway, and a couple more special comments. A very big thank you very much to our naming rights partner for today's game of Woodards of Manningham. If I don't talk about them enough on live streams, well, by golly, you're going to get an awful lot of love today, ladies and gentlemen, down there. Our scoreboard sponsor, brought to you by Proven's Mitre 10, Mighty Helpful Mitre 10. The goal of the day is brought to you by the Grange Meat Co. The mark of the day brought to you by the Seafood Station. And the best on ground is brought to you by Domino's of Camberwell. A little bit of more information on those sponsors respectively throughout the afternoon. Domino's Camberwell, actually not too far from here, down near Camberwell Junction, just on Burke Road. Before the game gets underway, we're starting a couple of minutes early. Massive congratulations on 100 games to these three gentlemen of Camberwell: Jensen Hogland, Sebastian Spargo and Angus Bate. Congratulations, gents. 100 games in junior footy. Massive effort. So that's numbers 11, 23 and 57. We'll keep an eye on them this afternoon. We're filming from behind the goals, which might seem a little bit funny, but we'll try and call the game to the best of our abilities either way. And we're underway. First tap of the afternoon goes to Wood. It looks like Camberwell are going to get the first use of the football. The ball is bobbling around the centre square. Templestowe and those real clear sort of Fremantle-like away jumpers, and they stand out really, really well. Kick forward went from Spargo, although they've just settled down a little bit now. Here's Gontia. He'll slam the ball inside the 40 here, clearly marked. The 40-metre line here at Linden Park here in Camberwell this afternoon, where a nice little crowd has just started to build up here on the pavilion side where we are. Ball up, deep in the pocket for the Sharks. Tap out one that time by Spargo. He's gone into the ruck very early. Dockers get it back out, and it's going to come straight back in through the kicking boot of Myers. They go a little bit of a switch here. They bring the ball to the outer side. Here's Den Docker. Got a little kick away, but he's eventually brought to ground. Handball game to Gontier once again. Kicks to the top of the square, and there is a mark taken pretty much directly in front. And it should be the first one of the afternoon. Umpire's just lining him up. Edward Lee it is. Shot on goal, directly in front. You can tell that breeze is blowing definitely. And there's the first of the afternoon, courtesy of Edward Lee. And Camberwell are away for the afternoon. 1 straight 6. Templestowe are yet to score. We've gone a couple of minutes here in the first quarter. So, ball brought back to the middle. Spargo got the decisive tap. Here you go, Templestowe now. Bit of footy down towards us. Ball bounced in front of Warren Smith, the hyphen. Wonder if there's any relation to the ones that run the Holden. That's the Warren Smith Holden these days. Might even be a Mazda. Slung without it nearly as Redden back. Here you go, Templestowe now. Kick around the corner. That's just going to bounce inside. And we'll have a boundary throw in deep in the attack here for Templestowe, who finally get a little bit of chance with the football here. Gone 2 minutes 16. Gee, got a goal very quickly. I don't think that time is right, Nathan. I think he gone a couple of minutes more than that, even though the clock's counting up on the actual scoreboard. So I've got no idea what's going on, but we'll go with it. Throw in. Give the benefit of the doubt to Vandenhout. Got their tap out there, but the Sharks come away with it. That's a clean left foot, and it gave Gontier a bit of a chance to try and run under the ball, but it just skidded and didn't do him any favours. Spinning and pirouetting out of 3 was Lindria. Had a second go at it. Handball came from Rukers, and they're inside the 40 again. Kick off the side of the boot comes to Caddy. Caddy goes to the top of the square where it's a 2-on-1, and the ball did bounce out the back. And that's nearly out of bounds, although it was kept in play by Wood. And now Templestowe are doing quite well to lock the ball up in their attacking 40 at this stage. It's a 4-on-1 favouring the Sharks here. Can they get it out? They eventually do, and that came from the boot of Williams. Williams' kick to the front of the interchange bench was very professionally fisted over there by Lalo Giannis. I'll have a throw in outer side. Wouldn't you love to live on a house there on that outer side there? I'll look to my broadcast partner Nathan. Just on a deck or upstairs out the back, just watch the footy all day. Gee, what a life. Ball to about 45 from home here for Templestowe. Just overrunning the ball a little bit was Vandenhout there. And the umpire's found a free kick, not officiating umpire there. Free kick going the way of Redenbach. Kick to the outer side's good. Found Blake, 100 gamer. He's kicked further down the line, also finds a teammate. So good early possession footy here from the Sharks. Myers wanted to kick on his left, and then he put his teammate under immense pressure in Hagland, although he's taken a little bit too high. Be a free kick going the way of the Sharks, just on the defensive side of the centre square. He's kicked down the line, has come off the side of the boat and has gone into the middle of next week. And the free kick will be taken by Pulse. Short kick. Let the wind take it a little bit. Lindria goes to Pulse again. Pulse goes to about 35 to a 2-on-1. And it comes out the back, and what a mark taken there by Oscar Carafa. I think I watched this lad a couple of weeks ago when I was out at Templestowe last. When they had their Docker Day, massive media day they had out there as well. Could be a contender for a mark of the day, brought to you by the Seafood Station. Carafa deep in the pocket, flashy pink boots. Kick from about 36 metres. He sort of arced it to the top of the square. It went through the hands of Lindria. They've got to be careful here, the Sharks. Nice clearing kick by Williams. Pulse gets it, shot on goal. Holding its line. Across the face through from behind. Had a good minute or so there, Tyler Pulse. 3 disposals. If only there was super coach in junior footy, he'd be racking them up. Spratt will play on out of full back. Look at the wind take that. It's blown at a left angle. Gone a good 5-10 metres off the side of the boat. There's a 100 gamer, and Blake gets a kick down the line. He's kicked it into one of the houses nearly. Out of bounds on the full. So clearly on that outer side, you've got to put the ball far right to allow for the wind to carry it. As you can hear it in the effects mic right now, it is blowing a Chris Gale at the moment. Kick inside 40. Who's there? Couple of fists came out the back to try and meet it. There's the behind kicker in Carafa, who's first there to the football, but unfortunately it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in once again. I'm going to say we've gone about 7 minutes here in the first quarter. And it's 1 straight to 1 behind in a howling breeze. Thank God there's no rain, or else I'd need windshield wipers on my glasses. Ball in, Shivers got the favourable bounce. Umpires found a free kick going the way of Williams. He's been busy early too. Now if he's opting to go to that outer side, which he is, he's got to kick it left. No. You got to kick it right, son. It's too windy. You got to put the ball really far right, and that's something I've picked up on in the very early stages of this game. Is Stack for Templestowe. That's a good intelligent kick. They're hugging the boundary line, which is good to see. Sometimes with the games we live stream, we don't see much of the footy at all towards where we stream. Pulse's kick to the 40 was intended for Lalo Giannis. He put his body on the line but couldn't quite get it. It is a flying shot on goal. This isn't to a bad spot at all, but it's just floated through from behind. Vitsos, I think, was the one that kicked that. 2 behinds plays 1 straight. Spratt will go to the right side of the ground. We've got to be careful here. He got around one and got around two. He got around Crawford quite nicely. Kicked it away. Templestowe will come back. They're inside the 40 again. Couple flying in from the side. Dropping the mark there was Matty Glenn. Here's Williams again. Evaded one, evaded two. Got on his left and found a teammate. Really, really good footy there. They'll link up here through Gontia. Got to be careful here. Pirouetted. Give it to a teammate in Myers. And Myers has kicked to the middle of the ground. Is really, really good. Now they're inside their attacking 40 and 3 kicks. Good footy there from the Sharks. The defence of Templestowe holding up okay at the moment. They're just about to get the ball out. And as soon as I say that, it goes back in. And got another mark and probably another shot on goal here. This time it's Thomas Rush. So, got to kick it right to allow for the win. So, right goal post, right point post. Kick is on the way. Goal umpire does some shuffling and it's through for a behind. 1-1-7 plays 2 behinds. It's definitely like that puffer jacket day, beanie day. You'd love to be in a fire, or next to a fire right now, not in a fire. Wouldn't want to wish upon that anyone. Pulse, free kick, defensive side. Kick to the middle's good, finds a teammate, Rukers. His kick's pretty good as well, but going back with the flight of the ball, really brave stuff there. Quality mark there taken by the 100 game in Hagland. His kick to the 40 wasn't the worst, couldn't quite find a teammate. Templestowe run it out of defence. They're going to try and bring it up the highway, as I like to call it, right up the middle. And it just goes out the back, and the mark's been taken by Wood. Wood with that left foot goes to a 2-on-1 on the outer side. The wind carried it just a little bit, put his teammate under a little bit of pressure, who butted up and went again. That's a good tackle there laid on Myers. Couldn't quite pick up who the number of that player was for Templestowe. But look at the run here from the Sharks. Look at this. Williams again. Busy man early, and he's put that nearly out onto Highfield Road. But there's a cracking mark. Once again, out the back, just stuck the mitts out. That's what Jeremy Cameron was doing on Friday night for Geelong. And the mark has been taken here by Shipley, by the looks of it. Yep, it is Shipley. Deep in the pocket. If anyone is watching here, go out there and tell them at quarter time you've got to kick it to the right. And I think he's done that. And he's done that perfectly. There's the second of the afternoon. Courtesy of Aaron Shipley. And his contender, I'm going to put him up for a contender of Mark of the Day, brought to you by the Seafood Station. So we've had a couple of early contenders here. And they're 2-1-13 to 2 behinds. And we got about halfway through the first quarter as the wind just probably gusts again at 40 kilometres an hour. Bitterly cold afternoon, ball back in the middle. Grabbing it out of the ruck and nearly throwing it there that time was Spargo, one of the 100 gamers. Williams was a good tackle. Throw, reward for Templestowe. Can they get one back? They deserve one. Opt to go to the outer side here. Rukers. Goes short. Went through the hands of Caddy. And then go backwards. Glenn. Over the top to Spargo. Put his teammate under pressure. Out of bounds on the far side. First bit of play on that side of the ground so far this afternoon. 2-1 to 2 behinds if you're just joining. Winter has definitely come here in Camberwell. Ball comes out the back. Handball was intended to be put in front of Stark, but he couldn't get there in time before it went out of bounds. Throw in. Good throw in too, outer side. Went over the heads of both ruckmen there. Morris got the footy. Slams it on the boot. High. Just about brought the rain down with it and went that high. Real scrap for the ball here in the middle of the ground. It comes out the back. This will be Pulse running onto it. He's been busy, the young lad, early. His kick out in front of the end out's not the best. Although it's... Oh, free kick for pushing the back there. I reckon he might have got him in the side. But nonetheless... Good to see him. He checked on him as well. Good sportsmanship there Free kick will go the way of Harrison Warren Smith. The hyphen. Got to kick it out right, mate, if you're going out that side. He does that. Ball comes to ground. Here goes Templestowe. Bit of tucking the footy under the arm and going for a run to the top of the square. Well done. Well done. Really well done. Put yourself in front there, did Will Spratt, and got rid of his opponent there nicely. And the kick was absolutely sensational. Found Max Gontier. He's kicked towards the middle of the ground. Good. Found Glenn. Glenn plays on. Little chippy one was intended for Williams, but had a little bit too much mustard on him. Gontier follows up, goes again, kicks inside the 40. Classic good fist away there from the Templestowe defence. Brings the ball back to the middle of the ground, but there's just shark jumpers everywhere. Spargo with the handball. Williams goes in and under once again. Got the handball back to Glenn, who kicks to the right pocket. That is a delightful kick. Finds a teammate. That was Lee. And, more classic defence there from Templestowe, and they can deserve a little bit of run out the outer side here. They got a little bit of space if they can get onto the footy here. The bounce was kind for Shivers. He kicks to the 40. That's another magnificent kick. And the ball's been marked by Agostino. This is Rocco. I reckon you can get the distance with the wind from 40. He goes to the top of the square. Not the worst kick because there's a 2-on-1 here. And it's... I think that's gone out of bounds, you'll find. No, play on. Now to go out of bounds for a throw-in. Yeah, right, a little bit lost there. Thought it went out of bounds in the left pocket, but it's gone out of bounds in the right pocket. Either way, magnificent position if you're a fan of Templestowe here. Ball thrown in, and we'll try that again. Here we go. Much better. Great effort. Tap out one by Agostino there that time. Goes a second time. Slung around a couple of times. The umpire will eventually call for it. We'll have a ball up. About 15 out from the Templestowe goal. Just grabbing it out of the ruck was Spargo. Did a spinning pirouetting move. Here's Glenn. Got around one. Just about got around two. There's a throw. A bit of a legal disposal there. Well done. Christian Farizas. Flashy orange boots. He'll go from 30. That's to the top of the square. Left pocket. Who's going to fly? Good fist. Coming in from the side from Spratt. Throw in. Left forward pocket. Deep in attack. Templestowe. Dominated the last minute and a half. Ball back in. Good tap. And once again, we'll try it again. So I'm going to be at the 15, 16 minute mark here of the first quarter. Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Heaps of footies going around. Heap of people here today having a kick, having a bit of fun on a freezing cold afternoon. Ball came to Myers. He's kicked down the line, hugging the boundary line. Oh, what a mark in from the side. Jackie Morris. Good mark, lad. Goes to Glenn. Good pressure there late by the Templestowe player to fish the ball away from what appeared to be a certain mark. And there's a scrap, neutral territory in the middle of the ground to try and get the ball free. Just a heap of white and blue and black jumpers around this footy. No one can entirely get it out. The umpire's letting them play, which is good to see. It eventually comes out. The ball bounced in front of Wenborn. He couldn't quite get there in time. He got it there eventually, and he's been done for holding the footy. Illegal disposal. Free kick going the way of Hogland. Wanted to go. The umpire told him to get back behind your mark. He kicks to the middle. Couple came in from the side. No one could bring it down. And we've got a couple of players down behind play here. Which is something we obviously don't like to see at all. Templestowe players probably a little bit worse for wear here compared to the Camberwell player. Not in a good way, I don't think, the Templestowe player. As the clock continues to run, 17 minutes gone here in the first quarter, 2-1-13 to 2 behinds. Got a first aid officer going out there to have a look at the condition of the Templestowe player. We're not sure who it is. But as I said, hopefully nothing too serious. I think you'll find that both teams might go into a huddle here, or we'll just let the clock run down until the quarter time siren. Actually, the umpire has just called the siren net for the quarter to end right now, by the looks of it. So we're going to keep an eye on the situation here. About 2 minutes short of the quarter fully concluding there. But the umpire has definitely called. He's raised his hands. He's called time off there, definitely. So, actually, he's been carried from the ground now, the Templestowe player. It's Alistair Lindria. So, I would imagine... hang on a second, a bit of a confusing situation here. Umpire originally called time off, or called the end of the quarter. Lindria was the player that concerned, and he's been taken from the ground now in the care of a Templestowe trainer by the looks of it, and the first aid officer we've got. So we've got a minute and a bit to go, and the ball's on just shy of centre. Tap out won that time by Spargo. Templestowe have control of the footy. They kick to the outer side. Just pitches in front of the Camberwell interchange bench over there. For a boundary throw in. So we're into the last minute of play. Both ruckmen fired a little bit of a draw there. Both tried to get front position. No one could really do that. Well, here we go. That might be a chance for Templestowe. It's nearly holding the footy. Couldn't get a boot to it. Ball's on dead centre wing. Pulse had the footy. Done for holding the ball. Camberwell take the advantage. They get to about their 45. They'd be happy to kill the ball over here, although quick kick forward by Langlands. They need a mark here, although it's come to ground, has it? There's a quick shot on goal. It's gone right across, although the umpire's found a free kick for a hold. And there will be another shot on goal here. And it will be James Kerwin to have the shot, and it's going to be right on the bell as well. Umpires put him on his line. Kick is on the way, and it's straight through the middle. First of the afternoon for Kerwin, third of the afternoon for Camberwell. They're 3-1-19. Templestowe 2 behinds. 20 minutes gone in the first quarter. Gee, that scorer's marquee right next to us, there's no weights down on it, just started moving. Oh boy. Ball back in the middle. Spargo with the tap straight down to Morris, who got the little kick away. Bounced in front of Lee. That wind shocking. Got to put up with it for another couple of hours yet. Comes to the middle of the ground. They couldn't quite do anything with the footy there. Ball being fought for on the outer side, and there is the siren for quarter time. 3-1-19, Camberwell, Templestowe 2 behinds. A little bit of everything happening in there in that first quarter. We'll get to a break. Thank you very much to our naming rights partner for today's stream, Woodards of Manningham. Thank you very much. And on the Provins Mitre 10 scoreboard, once again, 3-1-19 to 2 behinds. We'll be back in a couple of minutes and get your game face on.
Tim from Growth Syndicates Australia, and we're financial transformation specialists. Our clients are eliminating their mortgage in a much shorter period of time, creating more wealth and boosting their super. This is all done without impacting their lifestyle. Sounds amazing? Well, let me explain a little bit about the GSA Advantage. With clients all around Australia and a head office located in Elsternwick, our team of very experienced professionals enable unique, and exclusive property investment opportunities through wholesale investing for clients to achieve specific outcomes. Our current projects are located in Brighton, Malvern East, Kew, Glen Iris and Mont Albert North. It all starts with a friendly phone discussion to then arrange a meeting to provide you with a clear picture on what GSA achieves for our clients, and with no charge or obligation, see where these results can apply to you. So check us out at growthsyndicatesaustralia.com. Give us a call on 1300 205 556. I'd love to have a catch-up coffee with you at your place or our office. See where GSA can improve your financial position.
Have you had your team photos done yet? Well, Frankie Photography is the only way to go. Great photos, great designs. Find out how your club can raise money by selling photos online on your very own shop. Check out our website for other great offers such as live premiership posters, end of season awards, tributes and milestones. Gift vouchers are also available.
Mexican night is going to be unbelievable. So we're going to do live and loose from the Mexican night.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for everyone on the stage tonight.
What an outstanding tournament it's been, Paul Wilson.
Unbelievable.
As the real estate industry is ever changing, our priority as a business is to create unity within our office and into our clients' homes. With regular training sessions, a solid support network, and plenty of in-house experience, we are proud of the difference we are making. Refining our team's skill set has led to significant growth over the last year.
Is about finished at the quarter time break where it's Camberwell 3-1-19 to Templestowe's 2 behinds. Goal kickers Edward Lee, James Kerwin, Aaron Shipley so far for Camberwell. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage so far this afternoon from Linden Park, brought to you by our sponsors Woodards and Manningham, Provins Mitre 10, Mighty Helpful Mitre 10, the Grange Meat Company, the Seafood Station and Domino's of Camberwell. I'll tell you what, I might walk in there after the game. At least we're doing $5 pizzas, Nathan. I'm looking at you. Yes? Good. You might say readiness for the second quarter. Just had a little shower of rain during quarter time, but that seems to have been and gone relatively quickly. We're underway. Who's going to get the first centre clearance? Might be Camberwell. Pulse tried to cut it off there early for Templestowe, but couldn't quite do so. And here go the Sharks. They're inside the 40. Who's there? Might go out the back. Getting in the way there, doing a good job was Sefton. That ball's hugging the boundary line. Aside. The free kick will go to red and back of the Camberwell Sharks. He's got to take the kick again. It's Redenbach from about 60 out. A few strong leads coming. He plays on, tries to get around one. Handballs over the top to Sutherland, put him under a little bit of pressure, but the centering kick is delightful. And that is taken by Williams, who plays on. A little bit of a scrubby kick. Goes between three of them. Gets to the top of the square. Try to spin it. Oh, what a handball. Oh, delightful football. Delightful football. Lee kicks his second. The handball was just exquisite to get himself out of trouble. And his teammate runs in and kicks a goal. Quality football indeed. I would have kicked it onto the roof personally, but what can you do? That's probably the play of the day. A shame we don't have an award for that, but by golly, 4-1, 25 to 2 behinds. When the Camberwell team were warming up before the game, they were kicking shots on goal, and one went through and carried the whole lot and nearly bounced into the canteen behind us, which was an impressive feat. If he got it into the canteen, I would have given him 2 free sausage rolls and a couple of cans of Coke for his efforts. That was unbelievable, that in the pre-game warm-up. Anyway, Camberwell go forward again. They're inside the 40. The kick is to the right pocket. I think that's gone out of bounds on the full. Oh, the umpire's called out of bounds for a throw-in. Pretty sure it got the padding on the full, but oh well, I'm no umpire, but had a pretty good view of it here, even though there's a big metal pole in the way. Spargo, straight up and out, cracking smother off the boot. And they're going to run out of it through Sefton. Sefton's kick to the outer side, favours Camberwell. Sutherland goes back to it. Handballs. Here is Williams again, who's been really, really busy. And the kick out in front of Redenbach just had a little bit too much on it for him, but he went back and did well. Adams picked up the ball for Templestowe. They relieved briefly to the middle of the ground, where running onto it is Langlands. That's a good name, good rugby league last name that. Sutherland again, slams it inside the 40. 2-on-2 here, carries the pack, comes out the back, spinning Lee to a teammate. No. Umpire's called rushed. Good decision there by the goal umpire. 4-2, 26, 2 behinds. Just have a look over at the scoreboard. A little over 3 minutes gone here in the second. This will be Pulse. Oh, it's not Pulse, sorry. That is Dixon. He's allowed to play on, isn't he? Player was on the mark. Try again. Now he plays on. Dixon. Kick to a real big pack of them on the outer side. Camberwell are going to go inside the 40 again. Vitsos is there. Spinning his body in is Williams once again. Really well done. Well read there by Stack. Stack's kicks a tumbler. Put out in front of Rukas, who runs onto it. They got a little bit of free movement forward. And the lead came from Lalo Giannis, and he's got it. Well, it's not Lalo Giannis, sorry. It's Vitsos. He slams it on the right foot. Couldn't quite find anyone up at that other end of the ground. The Highfield Road end. And we've got a throw. Free kick going the way of Camberwell in their defensive 40. And I'll bring it out to the outer side. Not too much play seen out there so far today. Mark taken by Morris. And his kick's it's a perfect kick, but just bounced short of Sutherland. Ball bounced favourably for Caddy, and he put it on the boot. Pulse. Gave it off to a teammate, who in effect gives it off to Rukas, who got tackled really quickly. But they're still on the outer side here. Dixon moved right up the ground, kicks it inside 40, and it just slipped through the hands there. Good follow-up tackle, but no reward, unfortunately, as it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in right up the other end of the ground here. Thank God the wind's not blowing directly into my face. It's blowing across the ground. A heavy right to left. Ball thrown in. Straight out of the ruck once again, Spargo, the 100-gamer. Pulse, kick in the 40. Just to this, just a shark nest, really. It's a feeding frenzy, you could say. Fisted forward, a clever one too. Put it out in front of Blake, who eventually grabs it, kicks it. Put it out in front of Morris, who couldn't quite get the footy. Good couple of minutes here from Templestowe, just no reward on the scoreboard. Williams being held without it. There was one of the Dockers players, but no free kick coming towards. The umpire will eventually call for it. Probably just a little bit of territory favouring Templestowe here on the outer side. Umpire balls it up. Another decisive tap out by Spargo, whose kick goes inside the forward 50. Good cut off there by Brendan Sefton, and he played on. As I looked down just to make sure he was right, he got pinned for holding the ball. Kick inside forward 50 is a worm burner wobbler. What can be done here? Camberwell, oh, spinning out of trouble is Lee. Get it on your boot, son. Put it around. Oh, that is class. Very, very good. There's your goal of the day right there. Brought to you by the Grange Meat Co. Edward Lee has kicked his third of the afternoon. Oh, my God. Spun around one, spun around two. We had a dog run on the field too. Had a ground invasion. 5-2, 32 to 2 behinds. How many minutes gone as we look at the scoreboard just to see as it reload? Gone close to 7. 2 goals, 1 to no score so far this quarter. Spun around 3. Oh, forget it. There's your goal of the afternoon, Edward Lee. Well done, young man. Usually we have a voucher, I think, to the Grange Meat Company out there in Fairfield. Have we got too many on the field here, do we? 1, 2, 3. Had too many in the back line. Had the old problem with the 666. We go again, underway. Lalo Giannis got the little tap there that time, but it goes down to a few of the Sharks players, although it's going to eventually find itself inside the 40. Winborn, kick to the top of the square. Good playing in front there from the Sharks. Brought the ball to ground. That ball is close to the boundary line. Didn't allow the wind to grab it too far that time, but I'll tell you what, it sat. Tapping it down to his own advantage there really nicely. It allows for a little bit of time, and the kick in front of Sutherland is magnificent. He's 50 out from home, centres the ball nearly magnificently, puts a teammate or two under a bit of pressure. Kerwin was the intentional target. Caddy there for Templestowe to run it down. They look dangerous here again. That kick to the top of the square. Oh, it's perfect. You couldn't put it any better. The wind was just there, and the mark has been taken by Jack Morris, who's directly in front. I'll raise my hands. He can kick it to me if he likes. He doesn't have to. He still has to put it right so the wind can take it, and he's done it. Good lad. There's his first of the afternoon. Camberwell 6th, 6-2, 38 to 2 behinds. We've gone nearly 9 minutes here in the second quarter. Starting to put a little bit of authority on the game here. The Camberwell Sharks. And it's, 6-2. 6-2 to 2 behinds. Nearly 9 gone. 3-1 to no score so far in this second quarter. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage. And that's brought to you by, that's the Provins Mitre 10 scoreboard as well. Centre clearance once again to the Camberwell Footy Club, the juniors, the Sharks. Oh, magnificent run on here. Oh, you are kidding. Oh, just couldn't finish off. A little bit of a cheer squad off to our right as well. Through from behind. Riley Myers nearly brought the house down. 6-3, 39, 2 behinds. Bringing it out of full back. Lindria, young lad who copped a heavy knock late in that first quarter. Good to see him back on the ground. Slipped through a teammate's hands. Ball in front of that Camberwell interchange bench. A real scrap for the footy. Oh, just using brute strength and getting out of that nicely was Vandenhout. Good on him. Well done. Brought the ball to their defensive 40, although the Camberwell Sharks numbers are immense. Kick to the 40. Here's your second chance, Riley. He's taken a mark. Beautiful mark. Myers takes it deep in the pocket. Has to put it right out to the right goalpost here. For Camberwell's 7th and for their 4th of the quarter. To his fans that are just in front of us who have gone quiet. He put it out right, but just too far right, I think. And across the face through for another behind. 6-4, 40 to 2 behinds. Ball out of full back will be taken by Parker Dixon. Good kick too. Allows his teammate to potentially run onto the ball here. It was out in front of Chivers. And eventually the ball comes to Crawford. Sorry, that wasn't Crawford. That was Adams. James Adams. A couple of Sharks players spoilt each other here. The ball comes out the back. Ball's a tumbler towards goal. It's gone right across the face. Where the dark clouds just start to get a little bit more scary here. Definitely coming in from the right here. Hopefully they don't pour down. We don't want that. The hands are nearly frozen. I've got another game to go after this. Ball back in. Templestowe ruck had front position that time. Can they get a mark or a goal out of this? No. It's gone to the opposite pocket this time. We're trying to run onto the ball. This Spratt couldn't do so. Ball out of bounds. Throw in, out of side. Ball tossed back in. Double fist forward. Good to see that in the ruck there that time by Adams. He threw himself in there. But this Camberwell side just willing themselves along tumbler to the middle of the ground where it sits and bounces a couple of times. Maybe it grabbed a little bit too high there was Lindria. The umpire eventually calls for it. Neutral territory, middle of the ground. Umpire gets it up pretty much immediately. Couple of taps to advantage. Ford, Williams, spins around one, span around two, handballed it straight to Chivers, whose kick was smothered. Morris kicks towards the 40. Front spot there was Myers, couldn't bring it down, but he's still lurking around the football. Head over the ball from Lee, who's kicked 3 on the afternoon, and they're away again, the Sharks. They get to 40. Young lad took a bounce, centred the ball, carried the pack. Snap around the body, there's another one. Matthew Redenbach gets his first of the afternoon. It's Camberwell 7th, 7-4, 46-2 behinds on the Provins Mitre 10 scoreboard. 13 gone, second quarter. Ball back to the middle. Good quality football being played from the Camberwell Sharks at the moment. Last time I watched the Camberwell Sharks, were actually down at the Camberwell Sports Ground. Kept referring it to as the Elise Perry Oval, where she made 80 in a women's Big Bash game a couple of years ago. Ball back in the middle. Secondary stoppage. Williams. After the tap was won by Lalo Giannis. Oh, great tackle there by Dixon, but maybe just a little bit too crude. No free kick awarded. And eventually a trip has been paid. I thought the tackle by Dixon was magnificent. No advantage paid. The ball will have to come back. Yeah, Dixon a little bit unlucky there not to have a reward. He took him on, and his tackle was simply awesome. Either way, the Sharks will go again to the forward 50, or forward 40. Ball comes out the back, Redenbach again. Goes the snap, and has... I think he's kicked that. Yep, he has. There's his second in a minute. Camberwell starting to kick away with the game. 8-4, 52 to 2 behinds on the Provins Mitre 10 scoreboard. They're down in Clifton Hill if you need any hardware needs. Paint, nails, whatever you might need. Nathan, yeah? I don't think you're a hardware man, to be honest. 5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. I don't think the scoreboard actually reflects Templestowe's effort and attack on the football. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit stiff. All back in the middle. Few few volleyball-like slaps forward. Gontier got the handball away to a teammate who throws it on the boot to the 40. Good front position was held that time by Rocco Agostino. Pulse is there again for Templestowe. Ball comes to ground. The first use of the handball has actually been magnificent by Campbell Addersby Stead. Stark's kick was pretty good. Just couldn't quite get a teammate to hold on to the footy. There's another crunching tackle. No reward. Ball back to the middle of the ground now, and they could bring the ball out wide. Here's Williams. He's had an absolute heap of it. Another kick to the outer side. Put it in front one of the 100 gamers in Blake. To Williams again, whose kick to 35 is going to bounce in between 3. Nicely done there by Lindria. Put it out in front of Pulse. Pulse is in a one-on-one, tries to tap it to his advantage. Oh, and he just put himself under a little bit too much pressure. and fumbled the ball onto his shin and out of bounds for a throw-in. 4.5 to go. 8-2 plays 2 behinds on the Provins Mitre 10 scoreboard. Ball back in. About 50 out from the Camberwell attacking goal here to the pavilion end. Kick inside the 40. Here he is again. Read it back. Deep in the pocket for his third in the space of 2.5 to 3 minutes. He's going to have a crack. Good on him too. What can he do from here? If he kicks this, this is another contender for goal of the day. I'm sorry. He's going to go the drop punt. His mates are filming him. Just to our left. He's on his approach. Very good approach too. Kick is on the way. And he's just taken that across to the left, through for a behind. First blemish for him of the afternoon. 2 goals, 1 for him nonetheless. Very good afternoon so far. 8-5, plays 2 behinds, 3.5 to go on the Provins Mitre 10 scoreboard. Lindry will bring it out of full back. Kick to the outer side. Coming in from the side and taking a good mark there. Well done. Here's Spargo, another one of the 100 gamers today. Short kick, overcooked it. A little bit too much on it for Morris, but Morris is still there and then he's held without it and you'll get a free kick. 43 metres out from home. Redenbach leads again. He's going to get it again. Same spot. Maybe a couple of metres further out this time. Tighter angle. His mates have got the camera out once again very quickly to film this. He's going to back himself in. Why wouldn't you? Redenbach on his approach. Good solid approach too. And that one through for another behind. 8-6 to 2 behinds, 2.5 to go. Provins Mitre 10 scoreboard. Lindria will opt to bring it out to the right side of the ground. Pretty good kick. Brought to ground. First one to get to it is Caddy. Couldn't quite dispose of the ball properly. Got to a 2-on-1 there that favoured the Dockers. Does favour them a little bit here if they good handball to Chiv. Round 1. Kicks the ball to about 40, but there's just Sharks jumpers there. Mark taken. Cut off. Handball straight away. Then Docker. Coughs it up. Wenborn marks. Played on. Went down the middle. Can they get a mark here? No. Another good fist down. Here we go. There's a snap on goal. I think we've got one. Yep. Oscar Carafa, I think that was, who's kicked that. First of the afternoon. And some good reward for effort there for Templestowe. 8-5-53 to 1-1-7. With about a minute to go here in the second quarter. 1-2-8 even, was that right? Yeah, 1-2-8. Yes, 1-2. Thought I lost it behind there for a second there. Minute to go. Ball back in the middle. But good on Templestowe there, actually. Happy to see them get one on the board. Pulse, handball in front of him. He couldn't quite grab it, so he went to soccer off the ground. Handball came to Agontia of Camberwell. If they can get another one here before half-time, Templestowe, they'd be absolutely wrapped. There's a flying tumbler on goal. But good front position there from the Camberwell defences. Stopped any chance of that, and if they can hold up here, they'll be very happy with a 46-point half-time lead, although they can be a chance to score again if Morris is quick enough. In front of the opposing team's interchange bench. Kick to the middle of the ground, just hung a little bit, and the mark's taken by Sutherland. Oh, gee, they look dangerous here. Can they get a mark here? A little bit of push and shove in the back. Comes to ground. Redenbach. Handballs over the top. Oh, class football. Well done. Great teamwork. Matty Dendocker gets his first of the afternoon. And that is Camberwell's 9th. And they go to 9-6-60. Templestowe 1-2-8. And I think maybe just even before the ball gets back to the middle, the siren actually might go. The time scorer's got his hands on the siren, I can just see him, and there it is. So that's half time here at Linden Park. Camberwell Sharks 9-6-60. They're leading Templestowe 1-2-8. Goal kickers, Jack Morris with 1. James Kerwin with 1, Aaron Shipley with 1, Matthew Dendocker with 1, right on the bell. Matty Redenbach had a good second quarter. He's got 2 goals too, and Edward Lee's kicked 3 on the afternoon. And the goal kicker for Templestowe was Oscar Carafa with about 2 minutes to go. So, once again on the naming rights, go Sharks, that's exactly right. On the scoreboard, brought to you by Proven's Mitre 10, 9,660 to 128. We'll take a short break here from Linden Park. Might warm myself up a little bit, get your game face on.
In life,
you have to play by the rules. Fit in.
Don't be too thin.
Or too bulky.
You have to be perfect.
Try harder. Go faster.
Know your limits.
Calm down.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Wearing that.
Eating that.
Suck it up. Suck it in.
Boys don't cry.
Girls don't fight.
You can't do that.
You watch this.
There's no right way.
No wrong way.
Only your way.
Anybody.
Anytime.
G'day to all the Yarra Junior Football League clubs. Gameface is excited to be back in the YJFL again in 2022, and we're here to tell you about how you can get involved in all the great things we have to offer this year. Starting off with our popular digital media services packages. Let Gameface take care of your social media packages with engaging content posted directly to your channels on your behalf. Content will consist of action photography from Frankie, which will bring player profiles, game day promos, motion graphics and more to the next level. Take advantage of a professional media day which puts your players in the spotlight for video content throughout the season. Road Crew will see our team out and about on training nights and game days, interviewing your players and giving your club exposure on social media. Sponsor videos are a great way to show appreciation to your partners, whether posting the ads on Facebook or using the videos to promote them in the club rooms. Recognise your award winners and milestone gamers with poster designs. Printing is also available for a memorable recognition piece. Select a package which includes game day vision, and your club will receive 2 games filmed siren to siren with a highlights package to get everyone excited and engaged with your sponsors. And finally, our very popular live stream broadcasts. Along with our weekly broadcasts at YJFL, HQ Ford Park, if you become part of the Gameface family, we'll set up the broadcast team for a live stream day at your club, featuring all the live action for 2 consecutive games with full play-by-play commentary and on-screen graphics. Rotate parents, players or sponsors onto the broadcast for interviews and special comments, and make this the day that your club is up in lights. Select a package that fits your club's needs. Inquire with us today to find out how you can get any of our services for your club in season 2022. And get your game face on.
Do you want to generate $2,000 a week for your club? Stand out from the crowd of generic websites? Now that I have your attention, let me walk you through how ClubZone can supercharge your fundraising. Is it time for your club's website to be upgraded to a new, easy-to-use platform? Create a ClubZone website and experience the new benefits today. It's time to supercharge your fundraising. ClubZone is everything your club will need to raise money. It's time to have an all-in-one website for your club's important news, information, sponsorship, e-commerce, ticketing, membership, and much more. There is no need to complicate things with cash when you can run everything through your website. Get your own online store to sell anything and everything. Memberships, apparel, merchandise, memorabilia, and more. For the club that has to juggle everything, ClubZone's easy-to-use and easy-to-build website solves your problems. No need to update the latest news on your homepage. ClubZone will have an auto-generated newsfeed straight from your Facebook feed. Open up your club's sponsorship opportunities and showcase and sell packages online to build their exposure. Set up fundraisers like never before with a fully automated raffle system. Ensure that you keep your fundraising events professional. ClubZone's integrated ticketing system is for all of your online and physical events. Take things to another professional level with ticket scanning functionality. We know help desk tools are one of the most integral tools when it comes to supporting our customer base successfully. That's why we are constantly building on our in-depth information centre for your use. Get the full ClubZone experience for just $14.80 a week.
Hi everyone, it's Tim from Growth Syndicates Australia and we're financial transformation specialists. Our clients are eliminating their mortgage in a much shorter period of time, creating more wealth and boosting their super. This is all done without impacting their lifestyle. Sounds amazing? Well, let me explain a little bit about the GSA Advantage. With clients all around Australia and a head office located in Elsternwick, our team of very experienced professionals enable unique and exclusive property investment opportunities through wholesale investing for clients to achieve specific outcomes. Our current projects are located in Brighton, Malvern East, Kew, Glen Iris and Mont Albert North. It all starts with a friendly phone discussion to then arrange a meeting to provide you with a clear picture on what GSA achieves for our clients, and with no charge or obligation, see where these results can apply to you. So check us out at growthsyndicatesaustralia.com. Give us a call on 1300 205 556. I'd love to have a catch-up coffee with you at your place or our office. See where GSA can improve your financial position.
Have you had your team photos done yet? Well,
resumption of this third quarter in the under-16s game between Camberwell and Templestowe. And it's 9-6-60 to 128 on the Province Mitre 10 scoreboard. Don't mind me if I'm just a little bit jumbled up at the moment, just trying to get me mouth clear of a sausage roll. Absolutely delicious. Williams has it at half-back. His kick short. Went through his hands of his teammate. Pulse gets the ball. Kicks to the 40. The mark's been taken by Carafa. Gives it back to Pulse. Bit of a tumbler to the top of the square. It's been rushed through for a behind. First score of the after, or the third quarter. Going the way of Templestowe. Spratt plays on. Kicks to the outer side. Went through two sets of hands. Ball comes out the back. Ball comes to the Templestowe players there. The intended target there was Pulse. He couldn't quite get it. The ball's to the middle. And it could be out here. Williams again. Has a worm burner tumbler to the 50. Comes out the back. Back to the outer side. Mark's been taken by Farizis. Just settles down a bit. Looks for a bit of movement. Opts to switch play. Dangerous kick. And the ball taken away by Morris, who kicks to the 40, and there's a strong overhead mark taken. Opts to play on straight away. Handball over the top. They could get a goal here. Here's Redden back again. Oh, I think he snuck that in. No, he's missed. Through for behind. 2-3 now in the afternoon for him. 9-7-61 to 1-3-9. 2 gone in the third quarter on the Province Mitre 10 scoreboard. So Templestowe will now bring it out of fullback. Still a very cold, blustery afternoon here in Camberwell, inner suburbs of Melbourne. And the ball has been tied up on the outer side. Umpire calls for it. We'll have a ball up. Nathan, my operations man next to me, just tucking into a sausage roll. I've had 2 bites out of mine. I'm looking forward to my third whenever I can possibly have that. Maybe when a goal's kicked. Umpire's found a free kick for a throw. Going the way of Pulse, by the looks of it, for Templestowe. His kick's a good one. But, not good enough. Famous. Good kick too. Tell you what, they're on here inside the 40. Kick to the top of the goal square. Across the face. Couldn't quite see who that was either. I'll just give it to someone. No, I'll just give a point to Kerwin, I think. 9-8-62. 1-3-9. 3 and a bit minutes gone. Kick back into play. Oh, geez. Things blowing everywhere now. That ball's had a little bit too much heat on it. Gone out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Camberwell. They try to bring the ball inboard. They eventually get it through the hand of Wood. Wood's kick down the line wasn't the worst. He tried to favour one of his teammates. Bring the ball back towards the middle of the ground. Oh, strong mark there. Oh, but you got to pay that man in front. Yeah, you got to there. Good mark there by Crawford. Well, actually, that was Pulse again. Very busy man this afternoon. Kick to the 50. Trying to get there first was Caddy. He was first to it. He's been beaten there. Nearly wrong footing himself was Spratt. And there's Pulse again sitting under the footy, although he's dropped what he probably should have taken there. Ball hovering around this congested outer side here, and now Campbell. Oh, that's a legal disposal, umpire. One miss there maybe on Morris. Probably benefit of the doubt. He had no prior opportunity, so good umpiring overall. I've been good today, those two young gentlemen. Controlling the game really well. Kick to the 40, no good. Cut off by Haugland. He's got a thumping ball, or thumping foot on him, I should say. It's a good kick. No one can mark. Templestowe coming up trumps here. tucking it under the arm and going for a run and nearly kicking that up. It's nearly been kicked out onto the road there. Out of bounds on the full. Kick will be taken by Morris. And no harm done. Morris plays on. And that could be nearly out in the full itself, although it's been turned over. Templestowe bring the ball back to the middle. Very quick lightning hands from Rush. Pulse plays a bit of 1-2 with his teammate in Farizas. Pulse again. Goes for a bounce. Gets to 40. Gets to 40 now, I should say. Was at 45. Kick to the top of the square, and just sitting back is Wood. Umpire is called to be brought back. Here's Wood. We'll go to the left side of the ground. Wind takes it a little bit, but the kick's perfect. Good kick. Mark has been taken there. Just turn around so I can get your name, mate. Yeah, he does so at Spargo. His kick just slipped through the hands of the Templestowe defence there. Ball still in the middle of the ground. And they could be away here. That was Stacker who received the handball. Gave it back to a teammate. Now they could be on. The tumbler worked. Bounced for him perfectly. Here's a perfect kick. Can he get there and mark? No. Slips through the hands there of Leventi. Wheels around. Top of the square. Ooh, dangerous spot. Well done. Oh, good tackle there. Good follow-up. Well done there by Anthony Vitsos. He's directly in front. Should slam it through. Good reward for effort there. Couldn't quite get in there. Was more or less spoilt away. But followed up nicely. Player of the day nearly there from Templestowe. Kick is on the way. It's a goal. Vitsos gets his first. Templestowe's second. 2-3-15 to 9-8-62. 7 and a bit minutes gone here in the third on the Provins Mater 10 scoreboard. Match of the day down here at Linden Park, brought to you by Woodard, the local Manningham area, for 101 years. I actually finally got the specifics of how long they've been here. I said over 100 years all the time. I was right either way, 101 years. Go down there and see the team if you're buying, renting or selling. Ball back in the middle. Templestowe got the ruck tap that time to no one in particular, unfortunately, but they could probably come away with the ball here, and they do. They get the clearing kick. Nearly getting the mark in front was Adams, but he's done well to hold it up and will have a ball up. 62 plays 15 here in the third. Both ruckmen fight a bit of a draw here. That wind's just picked up even more. The ball went past Dixon. And now here is Redenbach on the outer side wing. Brings the ball back inboard, and the mark has been taken by Glenn. He plays on, goes for a run. He's had 2 bounces. Can he go for a third? No, he won't. He'll pass it off. It's a pretty good kick, but the wind's just blown into another suburb. Blown that down the road to Hartwell nearly. Templestowe cut it off. They'll bring it back inboard. Slipped through the hands there of Warren Smith. Down at the meat of the ball is Van and Hout. They're inside 40 again here. The bounce did no favours there for Camberwell, but they've just got numbers everywhere. Getting his own footy there that time was Oliver Wood, and he's kicked it to his coach. Out of bounds on the full. Free kick to be taken by Sefton. That is an Arctic wind. That has gotten colder. And that ball's just pitched inside the boundary, and we'll have a throw in with 9 gone here in the third quarter. 9-8 plays 2-3. Bitterly cold. It's gotten colder, Nathan, I'm telling you. He agrees. Yeah, he's just chucked his puffer jacket over his face. And we've got a secondary throw in on the outer side, about 45 out from home for Templestowe. We're approaching halfway through this third quarter. Feel my hand, Nathan. Yeah, not good. Very cold. Yeah, they are very soft. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that. Warren Smith's kick. It's gone out of bounds. For a throw in, once again. Third throw in. Starting to get the numbers up here on the throw ins. Ball tossed in. Both ruckmen went up at the same time. Forward a draw. Pulse's quick kick forward was pretty good. It was out in front of Dixon, who's now playing forward. Here's Redenbach running around the footy. Look at that right foot action. That is clean. What a pass too. Finds a teammate. Gontier gives it off to Glenn, whose pressure was immense straight away. Kick to the top of the square. That's got to go left, and it doesn't through for behind. That came from Lindria. Was in a little bit of trouble early on in this game. 2-4-16 to 9-8-62 now. Spratt plays on. Goes for a run. Kick sounded really, really good off the boot. And, yeah, bringing that down to ground there was Templestowe. They've controlled this quarter. They've been good. A little bit more reward for effort on the scoreboard will be really good here. Short kick. Oh, bounces in between four. Comes out the back. Bounces to Haglund, whose kick bounces at a left angle. Shane Warne style. Comes to Williams, whose kick to the bench side was in front of Morris, who got a hand to it, so it doesn't go out in the full, and a free kick would go against them. And the ball has gone out for a throw in. 11 gone here in the third. Ball back in. Spargo got the tap, fisted it away. Shipley got a handball. Williams with a kick. Cut off by Templestowe that time. Well done. Holding up well, the Dockers. Only the two behinds this quarter for the Sharks, and that ball, I think, has done a little bit too much. Out of bounds on the full. Redenbach to the middle. Nice mark over the head. Rukers. So, and we've got 25 here, I think. Overstepping the mark, maybe. A little bit going on here. So, Templestowe with another chance here to score. They get within 45 to 50 from home. And they're going to have a deep 40 entry, although that's going to go out in the full, I think. Right idea, I thought. Redenbach. Busy lad today. He's definitely in contention for the Domino's Camberwell best on ground. He's been good. 2 goals, 3. And got a lot of footy so far this afternoon, or this quarter. He takes the kick out, or the free kick. And it's been touched off. Out of bounds for a throw in. Approaching 13 gone here in the third. Ball back in. Spargo just tried to grab it out. Couldn't quite do so. Nearly throws it out there. Redenbach gets his head over the footy. Ball eventually comes out. Williams trying to tap the ball to advantage. And now the Dockers could be on here through Lindria. Here's a shot on goal. Has it got the carry? I think it does. Not Lindria, my apologies. Christian Farizas, that is, who's kicked that goal. Well done. A little bit of a fight back going on here from Templestowe. Definitely winning the quarter, 3-4-22 to 9-8-62. 6.5 minutes to go here in the third on the Province Mitre 10 scoreboard. Going along nicely here this quarter. Fighting back a little bit. Scoring end, obviously, down here. Camberwell kicked 6 down to this end in the second. They have kicked 2 so far this quarter, Templestowe. Back to 40. Ball back up in the middle. No one can properly get it out. Templestowe get another centre clearance. They kick it out in front of Wenborn. And it's just been hugged to the boundary a little bit too much, and it's gone over for a throw-in. So the ball back in. Spargo first tap. First use to Templestowe. Ball bounces in front of Vanderhout. Handball to Farizas. Puts himself under a bit of pressure. Pulse. They're inside the 40 again. 1-on-1. And through from behind. 3-5-23 to 9-8-62. 5.5 to go in the third on the Province Mitre 10 scoreboard. Didn't see who kicked that either, unfortunately, so I do apologise. But they're definitely winning this quarter. Templestowe, ball back into play. To the outer side. Been played in a really good spirit this match. Myers got the footy. Handballed back 15 metres to put his teammates back into contention for the ball before it went out of bounds. It was intelligently done. Williams, handballs to Rush. Rush lost it, and Templestowe put themselves in a little bit of trouble here. They're trying to play a little bit of beach volleyball around this contested ball at the moment. Handball came free. Redenbach's tumbler has come off, and the mark has been taken. Play on straight away does Myers. Myers has kicked to the 40. Should have been marked there, and the ball's come to ground to Kavana. He kicks from the boundary line, and it's going to come off, has it? The bounce was perfect, and there's one back to the Sharks. There's their 9th. 9-8-62 to 3-5-23 on the Province Mitre 10 scoreboard. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Couldn't quite make out who got that goal. Nathan, did you see? No, you didn't. Unfortunately there, I missed that. Might have been Maximilian Gonta. I saw a 4 on the back of the jumper, but it's not too many numbers on the jumpers that end in 4, so it might have been Gonta. So the ball back in the middle. Spargo first hands once again. Now they get a centre clearance again through Myers. Starting to get a few hands on the footy. Right foot kick has been cut off. Little clanger there of sorts. Templestowe bring the ball to the outer side. Good kick too. Mark been taken by Wenborn. He can go for a run. Tries to handle to himself. Nearly gets it back to himself. He's harassed by Williams. Gets his body over the ball. Picked it up. Did really, really well. And the kick has just let down what was a brilliant piece of play there from the Templestowe Dockers. Really well done there by Wenborn. Handball to himself. Had to take on 2 and eventually got a kick to the square. The free kick will be taken by Spratt. Went out of bounds on the full. He plays on. Gets a good bit of purchase on that too. Few will have to come in from the side. It carried the pack of about 5. And now it's being fought for on the ground. And we'll have a throw up. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 10-8 plays 3-5. 6 was the goal kicker, Dendoka. Thank you very much. So we'll cancel that one out to Gonta. Thank you very much, Nathan, operations man today. Appreciate that. Kick to the 40. Well cut off there by Wood. As you can hear in the background, locals are happy. There's a magnificent pass there from Redenbach. And they're out on the outer side here, slipping and just letting the mark go through on out of bounds for a throw-in. Approaching the last couple of minutes, got the under-15 starting to warm up out in front of us for their game to take place after this one in the bitterly cold conditions. Very, very cold. Ball back in. Throwing carried the pack. Williams, handball to a bit of space to no one in particular. Ball comes to ground. Spargo tumbles one inside 40. Who's out the back? Few Dockers jumpers here to try and rally the ball in. Umpire circling. Ball trying to get brought out. The umpire will eventually call for it. 100 seconds to go until I can finish off my sausage roll. I'm excited. Ball back up. Spargo jumped really, really nicely there that time. The 100-gamer. Ball comes out to Lee. He's kicked 3 on the afternoon. Can they get the ball out of here, Templestowe? They deserve a little bit more reward for their effort this quarter. They've been really good, I feel. Kick inside forward 50 by Sutherland. Is an inside-out banana. This is where they've got to be careful. And it's been rushed through for a behind there. 10-9-69 to 3-5-23 with a minute to go on the Province Mitre 10 scoreboard here in the third quarter. Time flies when you have. Doesn't even feel like a quarter's gone. But it feels that the third's nearly over. Templestowe out of fullback. Ball more and less nearly up the middle. And that's a good mark in the pack there. Taken by Spargo. Kicks inside 40. Left pocket. And mark taken. Yes, the umpire's paid it. I thought he was going to go gesturing for in the back. And the mark has been taken by Matt Dendoka, the 36. He's in the pocket. And going to be the last kick of the quarter too, I'd imagine. So this is going to be before the siren, obviously, but by the time the ball gets back to the middle, the siren would have gone. Could be close to a kick on the siren, actually, here for Dendocker. Although the kick is on the way. And it's perfect, I think. Yeah, the boys are going to celebrate to him. Just wait for the flags to be waved. It is a goal. That's the third to Dendocker. And that's the 11th, sorry, to Camberwell. They're 11.975 to Templestowe's 3.5.23 at three-quarter time. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to finish off my sausage roll, but thanks to Province Mitre 10, three-quarter time here at Linden Park. It's the Sharks in control. Get your game face on.
Rules. Fit in.
Don't be too thin.
Or too bulky.
You have to be perfect.
Try harder. Go faster.
Know your limits.
Calm down.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Wearing that.
Eating that.
Suck it up. Suck it in.
Boys don't cry.
Girls don't fight.
You can't do that.
You watch this.
There's no right way.
No wrong way.
Only your way.
Anybody.
Anytime.
Hi everyone, it's Tim from Growth Syndicates Australia and we're financial transformation specialists. Our clients are eliminating their mortgage in a much shorter period of time, creating more wealth and boosting their super. This is all done without impacting their lifestyle. Sounds amazing? Well, let me explain a little bit about the GSA Advantage. With clients all around Australia and a head office located in Elsternwick, our team of very experienced professionals enable unique and exclusive property investment opportunities through wholesale investing for clients to achieve specific outcomes. Our current projects are located in Brighton, Malvern East, Kew, Glen Iris and Mont Albert North. It all starts with a friendly phone discussion to then arrange a meeting to provide you with a clear picture on what GSA achieves for our clients, and with no charge or obligation, see where these results can apply to you. So check us out at growthsyndicatesaustralia.com. Give us a call on 1300 205 556. I'd love to have a catch-up coffee with you at your place or our office. See where GSA can improve your financial position.
Here. It's 11.975 to Camberwell. Templestowe with 3.5.23 on the Province Mitre 10 scoreboard. And today's live streaming here from Linden Park, brought to you by the team at Woodards of Manningham. A magnificent real estate operation for 101 years. Just waiting for the Templestowe boys to get into their positions. And for the Camberwell under-15s to leave the ground before their game, which will be streamed from 3 on this very video. So plenty more footy to come here from Camberwell this Sunday afternoon. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage so far, wherever you may be watching or listening to. Pleasure to bring it to you live. Umpire raises the ball, siren's gone, we're underway for the final quarter of play. First centre clearance will go to Dixon, his kicks a tumbler to the outer side. Good tackle there laid by Hagland. Camberwell bring it back towards the middle of the ground, where Hagland and Myers are waiting for the footy to come out. They bring it out to the outer side. And taking a good mark going back with the flight of the ball there was Spratt. And he plays on now. Good kick to the 40. It's gone out the back. Poor fella hurt himself there. A couple of Templestowe fellas with a bit of collateral damage. Oh, I'll tell you what. One's a bit stumbly, a bit worse for wear there. Bit slow to get going again there. Max Vandenhout took a little stumble, but he's all right now. And in the meantime, the ball's gone to the outer side for a throw-in. Back into play now. Both ruckmen fired a bit of a draw. Dixon tried to kick. Couldn't quite do so. Pulse is also there. He's out the back here waiting for the footy to come out. He's been good today. Pulse. And the umpire will call for it. We'll have a ball up. Ball up. Unopposed there that time was Lalo Giannis. He got a decisive tap down, although the ball's been brought to the middle of the ground here for Camberwell, and they can reload from the centre square here. Although it's been stolen away by Lindria, who's gone for a run. His kick was smothered off the boot though, unfortunately. So no distance at all gained. There's a little bit of rain starts to fall here at Linden Park. That real annoying stuff. Myers' short pass is good, and it's found Matty Redden back again, who's in contention for today's best on ground. You know he's going to go back and have a shot on goal, and I'd be upset if he didn't. So, Redden back. Man on the mark's about 30 out from home. He's on his approach now. Deliberate, steady, quality approach. And, oh, I'll tell you what, he's worked it back a little bit. He's got the goal. Well done. Three on the afternoon now for Matty Reddenbach, and it's now 12-9-81 Camberwell, and Templestowe 3-5-23, and we've only gone the 3 minutes here in the final quarter so far. And that scoreboard is brought to you by Proven's Mitre 10, Mighty Helpful Mitre 10. Ladies and gents down there in Camberwell, providing all things hardware, timber, paint. Ball back in the middle. Bring the ball out wide. Adams got the kick forward, and there's a good mark. Going back with the flight of the ball taken by the Camberwell defence. They bring it out wide. It's in front of Gontier. Can he run onto it? I think he can. It's just escorted over the line for a throw-in before he could get to the footy. If you're coming down this afternoon to watch the under-15s game, I advise you to wrap up. It is cold, to put it mildly. Myers with the football, lost it. Teammate grabbed it for him. High up and under, wasn't the required 15. Quick handball came from Shivers. Myers again kicks to the 40. Who's there? Oh, here he is again! And oh, he sprayed it. He sprayed it. Absolutely sprayed the lot. Reddenbach took the mark, got rid of his opponent, and kicked it into the middle of next month. Out of bounds on the full. Free kick to go the way of Templestowe. Vandenhout plays on. A little bit of a run, a little bit of an arc. Kick to the defensive 40. A few came in from the side. And that's a good tackle there. Reward there. Good tackle there laid on Sefton. Redden back again. Busy lad. Kicking board's good. To Morris, who gives it off. And a good mark in front taken there by Gontia. A few people telling him to have a shot. He's man on the mark's 40 out. Kicker's on the way. And through for behind. $12.10.82 now to 3.5.23. 5 gone in the final quarter. Lindria out of fullback. Plays on, goes for a little gallop. Gets to the attacking or defending 20. And kicks it out. Yeah, so Redden back again. Kicking board, finds Williams. Plays on, goes for a run. Got around the attack, or the tackle, I should say, of Stark. Redden back again. Back to Williams. Williams can play on. Does. Short kick. Nearly comes off. At the fall, the ball is Lee. Lee gives it off to a teammate, and they slam through another one. Goal kicked by Spargo, I think. The 23. Yeah, the 100 gamer. Well done. The 13th of the afternoon for the Camberwell Sharks, 13-11-89 to 3.5.23. 6 minutes gone here in the final quarter on the Provins Mitre 10 scoreboard. Kicking away with the game here once again. The Camberwell Sharks been good today. Waiting for the umpire to get things back underway. He does so now. Gianni's got the ruck tap. And it looks like Camberwell might get another centre clearance, although running through and getting a good clearance there was Adams, whose kick wasn't too good. Couldn't quite find a teammate, although they do well here through for Reeses to get it out. Ball comes to the outer side. Few bodies being thrown around here, just trying to get the football forward. Eventually the umpire calls for it and he'll go again. Ball it up. Up it goes once again. Both ruckmen fight a bit of a draw. I think they both got a fist on that one, that's for sure. Umpire found a free kick for too high. Advantage paid. Williams plays on. Has a bounce. Kicks to the 50. No one can mark it, but it comes to ground. They're not too far from home. And he's been done for too high there. Bit stiff. And 25. Must have been a little bit of lip there, bit of frustration. I think it's the 13 again, Edward Lee. This is for number 4 on the afternoon. Yeah, it's Edward Lee. 3 straight on the afternoon. For Camberwell's 14th of the afternoon. Lee's on his approach. Slightish angle. Kick is on the way. He's dobbed it. $14-11.95 now. Camberwell Sharks. Templestowe 3.5.23, a little over 8 minutes gone here in the final quarter on the Provins of Mitre 10 scoreboard. So it's a 12-goal margin now for the Sharks, and the ball's back in the middle. Back underway. While Giannis won the tap for Templestowe. He follows up by getting the footy and trying to clear it forward. He got a little bit of meterage on it, but the Sharks' numbers hiding just behind the footy here. Get a clearing kick to the outer side. Gonta got the footy, tapped it to his advantage and did really, really well. Kicks a bit of a tumbler. Lalo Giannis went up and tried to bring the ball to ground. His teammate tried to push him out of the way, and Rukas and his kick to the outer side has just bounced in front of the boundary line for a throw-in. We're nearly halfway through the final quarter. 14-11 plays 3-5. Ball back in. Trying to get front spot there was Lalo Giannis, but he gave away on a free kick. for too high against his opposing ruckman in the meantime. Good mark taken there. Williams. Bit of a high up and under, so it just sat up a little bit too long there and let the Templestowe defence just set themselves and get ready there. And then they might have a chance here to a little bit of end-to-end stuff. Kick to their 40 G. Collateral damage there. We got a Sharks player down and we got a shot on goal, which has also gone through at the same time. Good goal there by Templestowe. A little bit of reward there. They're all getting around the 31, so I think that's another goal of Vitsos. So 4-5-29 Templestowe, Camberwell 14-11-95. About 9.5 minutes to go on the Province of Mitre 10 scoreboard. Ball back up and away now. Change the ruck up a little bit here. Have Camberwell barging through the middle and getting some good run here is Lindria. Went for a good gallop too. And they might have another chance. I think that was nearly a mark, but wasn't paid. Bit unfortunate there. Lindria again tries to spin and pirouette himself out of trouble and does nicely. Must have just across the face, is it? 4-6-30 to 14-11-95. 8.5 minutes to go here in the final quarter. Camberwell out of fullback. Kick there was too hot for Myers, went over his head, but they've got a lot of numbers behind the football here to the Sharks, so they can load up from here. Went through the hands again of Hogland. Dangerous here. Tackle was good. I think he got a handball. Oh, he's been done for a trip there. Free kick to Camberwell. Short pass. Delightful. Williams takes the mark. Plays on. No one on the mark. And sneaks it through. Hugh Williams gets his first of the afternoon. Camberwell's 15th. 15-11-101 they are now to Templestowe's 4-6-30. A little under 8 minutes to go on the Province of Mitre 10 scoreboard. So they've brought up the ton. Seen a couple of hundreds recently. Nathan saw one yesterday. Up there in the outer east. So far we've seen another one today. Ball back in the middle. Both ruckmen tried to bring it down. It's been a good ruck duel this quarter. Here's Spargo. Handball out wide is a little bit too hot, but his teammates got all the time in the world to run onto it. That was Gontier. And they're inside the 40 again. Who's here to fly from the side? And there's a good fist over there, that time by Nathaniel Caddy. Out of bounds for a throw-in. Not long to go now this game. 71-point margin to the favour of the Camberwell Sharks. Ball back into play. Little soccer off the ground there by Sefton. Ball's in the 40. Sharp handball. And that's a sharp kick. That's really well done. Here's Shipley from about 10 out. 12 out at most, directly in front. He should slam through another one. So this will be Camberwell's 16th goal of the afternoon, you would think. The wind has been blowing all sorts of places today. So Shipley, I should say, has kicked another goal. Camberwell 16-11-107. Templestowe 4-6-30. 6 minutes to go in the final quarter. And they're just starting to kick away a little bit now. The Sharks. They've kicked 5 goals so far this quarter to the 1-goal to Templestowe. So the ball back into the middle. They're going to fight for this ruck tap once again. The ball just drifted in the air a little bit, so no one can really bring it down, although Templestowe get a nice centre clearance too. Nice high kick, but those black and blue jumpers of the Sharks just sitting out. There's a good mark cut off there by Farizas. Busy lad today in a losing effort. Kicks to about 40, and there's nearly another intercept 50 mark. Couldn't be brought to ground. It's brought to ground now, and they fight for it. Umpire lets them play. Was nearly going to blow the whistle. It eventually comes out. They're attacking hard here. Here's Pulse. Could be within range here. He's had a go, but it's blown right across left and out of bounds for a throw in. So we're into the final 5 minutes of play. Can Templestowe get one or two more on the board for their effort? They've been really good today, I feel. Just hasn't gone their way, unfortunately. In, or slung back in, as I like to say. Holding free kick going the way of Camberwell. And they'll reload from their left back pocket, and they now bring it out to the right side of the ground. Kick out in front of Kerwin's was a ripper, and he had to dive for it, and he still took it nicely. He plays on, goes for a bit of a run. Handballs to Williams, who's probably been close to best on ground today. Kick over the top's good to Glenn. Glenn plays on. They're inside 40 again. Shipley. Have another go. Yeah, you have a go. Settle down. You'll go back and have a shot for his third. Camberwell 17th to be potentially kicked here. Unselfishly gives it off. And the mark has been taken by Morris. Templestowe defence a little bit at sea there. A bit two of them open. And Morris was the target that was found. So he's on his approach. Kicked one this afternoon. He's now kicked two. Morris with his second. 17-11, 113 now for Camberwell. Templestowe 4-6-30 on the Province of Mitre 10 scoreboard. So 83 points, 113 plays third. Ball back in the middle, inside the last 3 minutes. Going to be a happy team song for the Sharks. Can they pile on one more? Kick to their attacking 40. There's no one at the fall of the ball here, and getting out with it was Sefton. He's kicked to the outer side, out in front of a couple. It was Pulse and Parker Dixon who was trying to run onto it. It's gone out of bounds for a throw in. Really carried the ball towards the boundary there, out of bounds. Ball back in. Both ruckmen couldn't quite get the tap out there. And the ball still locked in, although it comes out now. Tumbled forward. And they go for a run through the outer side. They've been trying all day, Templestowe. I give them that credit. I don't think 83 points properly shows the reward of that they've shown, the Dockers. And they're a good side. I've commentated this under-16 side before. A few names different there than it was last time. He's gone back in the ruck here, Spargo. Mark dropped there by Sefton. And the ball's tumbled to the outer side, where that might just find the sanctuary of the boundary before it's kept into play, and it will. And we're inside the last minute and a half. So we're going to have a nice 20-minute or 15-minute so break before the next game goes live in between Camberwell and I think it's Beverly Hills they're playing, yes. So it wouldn't be, that's not the first time I would have seen Beverly Hills so far this year. So we look forward to bringing you that game. We'll have a little short break as well after this game as well. But Camberwell are a chance to pile on another one here. Here, look at the bounce for Myers. He's had a run, he's had a bounce. Tua coming at him, he's done a tumbler. And it comes off the side of the boot. He's not happy with himself. He's having a laugh about it. Through from behind. Would you believe he's kicked 3 behinds on the afternoon? 17-12, 114 to 4-6-30 inside the last minute of play. And 25 seconds to go, more specifically. And the ball's gone out of bounds for a throw-in, so it might have been, might actually be one of the last pieces of play this afternoon, the throw-in with 15 seconds to go. Ball back in, front spot there for Camberwell, got the tap down. Quick cut, kick away from Pulse, been magnificent today, the young lad. His effort's been exceptional as the siren's about to go. It's going to be a 84-point win to the tune of the Camberwell Sharks, 17-12, 114 to Templestowe's 4-6-30. We'll go through the goal kickers in just a moment. Just let me scribble down the final scores in my little sheets of paper here. For Camberwell, singles to Williams, Kerwin, Spargo. They're the only ones. 2 to Morris, 2 to Shipperley, and they were the only double goal kickers. 3 to Redenbach, could have had 7. 3 to Dendoka and 4 to Edward Lee. Goal kickers for Templestowe, Carafa with 1, Farizas with 1, and 2 to Vitsos in a pretty good effort from them, as I've mentioned, but just couldn't quite get the job done today. So that's all from the first game we have for you this afternoon. It was Camberwell way too strong for Templestowe, 84-point winners. Thank you very much to our naming rights partner in Woodards and Manningham, Provins Mod 10, the Grange Meat Company. The mark of the day brought to you by the Seafood Station. The best on ground brought to you by Domino's Campbell. I've got to reward that. I am going to give it to, bear with me, Matthew Redenbach. 3 goals, 3, and got an absolute ton of the footy in that last quarter. Probably a little bit unlucky is... oh, gee, God, I've got to get this team sheet right. Riley Myers, I thought he was good, and same with the Hugh Williams, but Redenbach definitely best on ground from a personal perspective. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back just in time for the next game for coverage, which will be Camberwell in Beverly Hills. In the meantime, get your game face on, and thank you very much for joining us.